Okay. Gal from Sky, do you want to kick us off? Everyone ready to go? Yeah.
Another huge week.
Certainly is.
What it's been like. You've actually had a few days, haven't you, this week?
Oh, this has felt like a holiday this week because it's the first we've had for so long. But look, we tried to use it to give the players some time off and recover and get ready. We've obviously got a really exciting week ahead of us, so we're just building everybody up. But first is first, and we've got Chelsea on Sunday.
Talked a lot about managing the squads, haven't you, over the last few weeks? And everything, Thursday, Sunday. This week is going to be even more difficult, isn't it? Because there's such a kind of big prize on Thursday. How do you do that?
Well, we'll have to try and do it the best we can. We've managed quite well up to now. We'd like to have picked up a couple more points after some of the games recently on the Thursday. But overall, I think if you look at the teams we've had to play and how we've played in them, we've tended to do okay. So we'll just need to manage the squad again and keep working with them and try and get the right ones and juggle them and get it right, hopefully.
Have they come back a little bit more refreshed? Because I imagine emotionally as well as mentally, after what went on kind of last week, having this week off, you notice them come in even hungrier? Well,
they've not had this week off. They've had the odd day off, because we're really keen to keep them at it and we want to keep them sharp and ready to go and focused on playing. So I think they have. I think it's freshened them up. I think it's freshened us all up. I think we've had something like 21 games with only 2 days in between. It's something 2 days between each game, so it's something really new for us. Maybe other teams are used to it, but it's new for us. But we're still in there. We're still in a decent league position, and obviously we're in a semi-final of a major European competition.
Some mystery over some of your injuries, and I know you don't like to give anything away, but do you think you might see Zuma before the end of the season? And is Diop definitely ruled out for the season?
Well, I'm not going to answer your question, are they ruled out for the season, because that would be putting timescales on it, which you said I don't do. But what I would say is obviously Issa's getting an injury and Kurt's getting an injury, so we're trying not really to put any timescales on it because you're always hoping you get your players back quicker. It's really important that we can get them back and hopefully we get them back as soon as we possibly can.
Have they responded, has Zuma responded to treatment well?
I think so, yeah.
And just finally, big news this week concerning Erik Ten Hag will be in the Premier League next year. I wondered, have your paths ever crossed with him? Do you know him? Have you had much to do with him in the past, and from what you've seen from the outside?
No, I don't know him, but I've obviously admired Ajax and the way they've played over the last few years. I think everybody has. Not only just the last few years, Ajax have been renowned for having really good managers and being a very good team over many years. So, but he's joining a great club, and he'll find out when he gets there that it's a huge club and a good club to work for.
Just a different philosophy, I guess, in what he does. Really, another challenge for you.
Sorry?
Another challenge for you, a different manager with a different philosophy.
Oh,
Does that add to the Premier League?
Totally. It adds to the Premier League, the variations in what we've got in different coaches from different parts of the world. So, obviously, it'll make it, will it make Manchester United stronger? We'll need to wait and see. But it's certainly a different coach from a different part of the world again.
Thanks, Gail. Paul from PLP.
How's Nikola Vlasic? He was obviously upset after the Westwood thing. How's he been in the last few days?
He's fine. He's been good. I don't think he's had any reaction. He's realised that we can't do much about it. He couldn't do much about it, and it wasn't involved in it. So I don't think it's had any effect on him at all.
And Burnley players deserve a bit of credit. I heard they went up and sort of told him.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with this.
Yeah, no, they did, and they were very good, the players, and I think we all know when there's a bad tackle and people let you know. But I think there's other times when you're well aware when there's been nothing at all, and obviously there was nothing there.
What have you made of Chelsea recently? They seem to be so consistent for so long, and now they're varying wildly.
Well, Chelsea, no, I've been arguing that we're the favourites probably in the first 3 or 4 months of the season for the Premier League. I think since then, you've seen the strength of Manchester City and Liverpool. But look, they're European champions from last year. They've got an incredibly strong squad, and they've got a really good team, good manager. And yeah, they've had their ups and downs, but I think most teams have really, except for maybe the top two who are ploughing ahead.
West Ham Chelsea games are always important. Premier League points are always important. With the semi-final coming up though, few would blame you if you wrapped certain players in cotton wool. You always have to make difficult decisions every day. How easy has it been going into this game thinking, right, that's my approach? Has it been harder than normal?
Yeah, it's been hard because we're trying to, we're fighting on two fronts. We don't want to give any of them up. We're trying to qualify for Europe through our league position, and we also know that there's a huge prize if we could get through this. But so we're trying not to throw everything all in the one basket. We're trying to sort of spread ourselves as thin as we can, and it's not been easy. But obviously we've got a month to go of the season. I remember saying that we just wanted to be in Europe after Christmas time. We're on the verge of going into May in Europe, and that tells you we're in a really good position. And we've, in the main, if you look at how we've done in the league with the things we've had, I think we've done really, really well.
With all the experience you've got of taking tough decisions, how easy is it? What's your approach? Do you say, right, this is my deadline, I'm going to make a decision then, I'm not going to think about it? Or are you still sort of head on the pillow thinking?
Completely contemplating everything. I've got some clarity, but not all clarity, no. Thank you. Thank you.
Emma, BBC.
Hi, Emma.
Hello. It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. It would be much nicer to be going into these matches with a fully fit squad, I'm guessing, especially defensively. Yeah,
you're right. We've got some injuries, but all clubs get injuries at this time of the season, so I've got to juggle and find a way of getting something which gives us a defensive setup.
Because you've spoken in the past about how excited you've been about the challenges that you've had to face this season, but how challenging are these next few games for you going for this team?
Challenging as a football club, it's incredibly challenging, but it's a great position we're in. We wouldn't want it any other way. As I said, I think we're coming up to the end of April, we're in Europe, we're on the verge of, we might make European football through our league position, depending on the points we pick up. So it's really big. And this time last year we were still dreaming, do you think there's any chance we could make Europe? How incredible would it be? We're in that position at the moment, we're in a good position, and as we said, we're in a semi-final of a major competition, which we hope we can go further in it as well.
This is what it is to be a top manager, isn't it? To have this balancing act, to have these considerations, because as you say, you're still in Europe and you're still battling for potentially a top four finish.
I don't know about a top manager, but top players in a top club, a club which can deal with it, and a club which wants more of this, and we've got players who certainly do. So the job now is to see if we can do it again. But as the questions have been getting asked, we've got a big week ahead of us, and we have to try and get the right results which help us both in the league and in the cup competition as well.
It was a difficult game against Burnley for lots of reasons. You struck me afterwards as being, I don't know, you can correct me, but you seemed slightly angry. You seemed upset.
No, I was really low with the result, because I knew the result in that game was vital for a lot of things, and we didn't quite get the result we wanted.
You must have fond memories though of playing Chelsea at London Stadium earlier in the season.
We have, but I've also got memories of playing them at Stamford Bridge. So you can't have it all one way. You have to think the other side as well. So no, I can say great result for us at the start of the season against Chelsea when they were in top form. Now we have to go to Stamford Bridge and try and get a result from that game as well.
Okay, thanks everyone. Cameras off, please.